Hi, Dr. Rutter. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
I'm very excited that you're here. I know a lot of writers are a little bit unsure as they're starting out, so it's always helpful to hear from somebody who's done it before.
Mhm.
And so during our interview, you were talking about your book, and I just wanted to kind of round that out with asking you about what do you want the world to know about you as an author?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing actually is that I am really interested in active listening. So I want to sort of listen actively as a reader and as people are sharing their stories and make sure that I'm representing them well. And also as somebody who writes a lot about history, so particularly Black cultural history and the way it impacts the present. I'm often thinking about this quote by James Baldwin in The Fire Next Time. He says, "To accept one's past, one's history is not the same thing as drowning in it. It is learning how to use it." And it's a really powerful quote to me. I try to kind of heed those words of wisdom. Um, and in so doing that, I guess, attempting to really confront America's brutal past, and learning how to kind of think through it and use it in the present. I think also as somebody who writes about a culture or a group that I'm not necessarily
Mhm.
that I also try to think about the limits of my knowledge a lot, kind of really dwell there. Um, and seeing my writing as a series of possibilities for forging new bonds and kind of elucidating new ways of knowing and seeing the world. Um, I'm not always sure I realize all of those aims, struggling towards them.
Awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of times people think that writing is something that just gets onto the paper and then kind of just exists there, but it's not necessarily that.
No, I think it's a dialogue, right? It's a dialogue
Mhm.
with yourself and with, again, with history, with other writers, with readers. So you get there sort of collectively.
Yes, definitely.